Hey, this is Brickzar, and today I'm going to open up my Pick-a-Brick containers. I got two at the Disney store, at the Lego Disney store in downtown Disney, I should say. So, I haven't got around to opening them up yet, so I'm going to do that today. My son opened his and we counted the pieces. He had 1,464 in his. I got smaller pieces. He had some more interesting pieces, probably. But I got a lot of gems and one by one round pieces and cheese pizzas. Not cheese pizzas, cheese pieces. So anyway, I'm going to open up the first one. I'll call this one number one and this one number two. So we'll open up number one first. I'll dump these out, and I'm glad they taped these. And you can keep that in mind if you're buying stuff there at the store. You get the Pick-a-Brick. You can overstuff it, which I did. See that? It's above the top of the lid, and they will tape it shut, and they don't mind doing that. So you can sneak a few extra pieces in there. And this is actually the one I dropped, so I may have some things I didn't really intend on buying in there, because there were actually a bunch of pieces on the floor already. And I talked to the clerk, and he said, yeah, people drop them all the time. So anyway, so this is mine. And that's what I got. So I'll sort this one out, and then I'll come back and see what I got. All right, I've sorted the first bucket out, my container from Pick-a-Brick, and I have this pile of one by one slopes, this pile of one by one round orange plates, this pile of one by one translucent orange slopes, a pile of lime one by two plates, this big pile of gems, and a pile of one by one trans clear plates, and this little pile of levers, and these are the junk pieces that got kind of in there. So I only have 6 main types and then the levers. So next thing is to count them, and I'll do that. Alright, I've finished sorting out container number one. I had 282 1x2 lime tiles. I had 334 trans clear cheese slopes. I had 849 gems, trans red gems, and I put them in groups of 50 in that bag. Had 511 one by one round orange plates. Had 520 one by one regular plates. I had 418 trans orange cheese slopes, 25 levers, and I had these 4 miscellaneous pieces. Actually, that was three miscellaneous pieces. One by one round things. So the total came out to 2,942 pieces in that one container. Of course, they're all a lot of uninteresting small pieces. Now I'll do the other container. All right. Now I'm going to open up the second container, which basically it contains a lot of the similar pieces from my first container. They're just not as well sorted out. I do have a few chairs. So that's the contents of my second Pick-a-Brick container. I don't think it'll have as many pieces as the first one, but it'll be a lot of the same pieces. So I got to divide it out and count it up. Okay, I finished finally counting the pieces from my second Pick-a-Brick cup, and I had 265 one by one tiles that are trans red. I had 400, got to write my number on there, 499 trans clear cheese slopes. I had 231 trans orange cheese slopes, 558 one by one round plates, 211 one by two lime green tiles. I had 809 no, take that back, 743 gems. They're trans red, and 33 chairs, and a single 1x1 trans clear plate. So the total from my second Pick-a-Brick cup was 2,541 pieces. The first one had 2,942 pieces. So now I'm going to go to Bricklink and see what these pieces have sold for on average over the last 6 months and do a comparison. Well, I've finished tallying things up on the Pick-a-Brick cups, and my son, his Pick-a-Brick cup, They Might Be Bricks, he had 1,464 pieces, and he had 20 different items, and the total value was $69.74, but I think he had more interesting pieces. My first cup had 2,942 pieces, with the current sales average on Bricklink would put those valued at $155.26. And my second one had 2,541 pieces, with a Bricklink sales average of $133.98. So that's not bad for a $14.99 plus sales tax cup. I mean, Jacobs was over 4 times the value of what he paid, and this one, cup 1, is 10 times what I paid for it. So that's pretty good. Getting 9 to 10, or maybe 8 to 10 times back. Now, it'll take a long time to sell all these, but I couldn't do this at my Lego store because they don't have these types of parts. They always have just bricks and other larger common pieces. Every now and then you might find something like a dog. That was cool the time they had the minifigure dog. But anyway, so it's just a little thing I did, just experiment, see how many I could put in the cup. And I think if I did it again, I would just put one type of part, like all the gems. Those are about 8 cents on average. Probably sell them anywhere from 4 to 10 cents each. And if you get 5, probably put about 4,000 in a cup, maybe 3,000 something. So that would be pretty cool. So anyway, that was my Pick-a-Brick video. These cups, we got 3 cups from the Lego store at Downtown Disney.